experience, well, not really our first experience, but newbies at the whole live thing. It is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in beautiful sunny Mansfield, Ohio. Welcome everyone to Blackwater Market Comics and Coffee, our 1.5 thousand Instagram friends giveaway contest. And this is a monumentous occasion because we didn't pay for a single one of those friends. We're not exactly sure if every one of them are human. Most likely some of them are not, but we know for a fact that some of you are human because we've met you and we've seen that you participated in this glorious giveaway contest that we have curated for the likes of our friends. We've curated from our existence across the Comics and Coffee stratosphere, and we are here to give you, our good Comics and Coffee friends, a little bit of a taste of what it means to be part of BWM Comics. Now, what is BWM Comics? We are Blackwater Market Comics and Coffee. We are an online only, at the moment, Comics and Coffee website. You can find us at bwmcomics.com, and we exhilarate in everything comics and everything coffee, and anything and any time that we can get away, cut away from reality, and sit down and enjoy a good coffee and a good comic, that we are doing everything that we can to promote that out in the world. And I wanted to show you real quick. I was going to brew some of our delicious coffee tonight, but I saw that that Voodoo Ranger, one of the beers that we pick up every once in a while, is doing a little promotion with our friends over there in Image Comics. And I know so many of you are excited about the new season of Invincible. I encourage you, if you are anything of a fan of Invincible, the TV show, go back in time and pick up a couple independent issues or trade paperbacks. It's a great series from our grandfathers at Image Comics. And so I guess it's time to get started. It's past 8 p.m. It's 8:03 in the Eastern Standard location of the planet. And let's get started. I'm super excited that we had a great response. You know, we're just still a small company, kind of a small collection of a family of geeks, but we've got some great stuff that we want to give away, and we want to thank all you guys for participating in our contest. I want to give you a couple of quick stats about the contest before we get started. We had 5 ways to enter. You could either comment, that gave you a point, that gave you 1 entry. You could tag 3 friends, which gave you an entry. You could share and tag us, which gave you another entry. And then we made a side forum to kind of gather some comic book knowledge and information about you guys. And if you filled out the form, we gave you a free, an extra entry. If you filled out the newsletter, you joined our newsletter, we gave you an extra entry. And I wanted everybody to know that anybody who participated got an extra grand bonus entry. So if you only did 3 of those, then you got an extra 4th. If you only did 2 of them, then you got an extra 1, making 3. And if you did all 5, then you got 6 total entries. So we had 18 contestants and 85 total entries. So we got a nice little collection of contests here. So real quickly, before we get started, I wanted to thank our friends over here at Printopotamus, who is our one-stop printing shop in beautiful Mansfield, Ohio. This is what they call the Midwest. I don't know about that being from the West. If you look at the map, it's not really part of the West, but we can always talk about that. That's what's not important right now. What's important is that I show you guys some of these awesome comic books and this collection of great stuff that one person is going to get tonight. Now let's see, what can we start with? Let's start with some of the coffee. Let's start with this. We've got a beautiful 12-ounce portable BWM Comics reusable 12-ounce coffee mug on the go, and it's super secure. Here we go. 12 ounces of mobile coffee goodness. That's going straight to you. Next, I have probably one of my favorite designs, our marquee design on an 11-ounce, I think it's an 11-ounce ceramic mug. But yeah, we've got a little coffee mug here for you. One of my favorites. We've got some delicious Metropolis mocha from our brothers and sisters at Comics on Coffee in beautiful Fort Myers, Florida. Now, we've got a bunch of different types of flavors and characters on our website at bwmcomics.com. You can pick those up at any time. We've got some dark roast K-Pods, and we've got some Wonder Woman pecan coconut, which is one of our best sellers. But go check out bwmcomics.com. Check out some of the coffee selection. Somebody tonight is going to get a bag of beans. Super Beans Metropolis Mocha. Okay, so that's number one. That's kind of the first collection, the coffee collection. Next thing, I know you guys want to see it. I know you've been clamoring about it. Let's talk about these comic books. So, number one, we've got Dash Comics, my man Umberto from AZ Punk, from Arizona, from Texas. My man Umberto, he wrote this great fantasy horror story called The Reckoning. It is a fantastic book, and he's working on issue number 2 right now. And we've got variant cover. What is this one? Variant cover D of The Reckoning by Umberto Avila, my man. He's got, let me tell you, he's got number 2 coming out, but he's also got another comic, completely separate comic, called Dumb Reminders that he's working on right now. He's got some great artwork. He's made great progress with the panels and everything. So go check out Dash Comics. That's D-A-C-H. Actually, I guess you'd say Doc Comics because it's a dachshund. So D-A-C-H is the name. So I don't know if it's Dash or Doc, but Umberto, you're going to have to reach out to us and kind of clarify that for me because, you know, my knowledge only goes so far. But number one, I'm sorry I didn't get this signed, Umberto. Next ones you send to me, you gotta autograph them. But this is a great comic, and I helped build it. And so that comic book is number one, and that is probably one of my favorites, one of my favorite locals. This is another one from my man Jay Photos. Straight from the deserts of Phoenix, Arizona, Tempe, Arizona. Jay Photos, Creature from the Depths. Issue number 1, autographed right here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get in the light. We have terrible light here today, but you know, you do what you can. So, autographed by Jay Photos, Image Comics, Creature from the Depths, number 1, right here. That one is going to someone special. Okay, next one. Another. This is full of special curated comic books that you may not get anywhere else. But let me tell you about this one. La Mano del Destino, The Hand of Destiny. This is issue number 4 by my man Jay Gonzo. Again, Phoenix, Arizona, Tempe, Arizona. Arizona just spits out so much talent. And my man Jay Gonzo, I know you've seen him working on some of the Ninja Turtles covers. You've seen him working on the Conan covers, some of the new Conan covers. But my man Jay Gonzo is incredible, and he signed it right here. So we got a nice autographed cover of La Mano del Destino, issue number 4, autographed by my man Jay Gonzo. What's next? Oh, this is a killer Mark Spears cover. Let's see. This one is Monsters number 8, the Virgin Variant. And I picked this up from a man, Camix. I love that name. Camix, C-A-H-M-I-C-S, Camix. From Ontario. Ohio. One of my new friends. Might be hanging out in the Ontario Center with him in the next, I don't know, months or so, whenever we can get the guy who runs that place to contact us again. But I picked this up from him at one of his pop-up shops in the Ontario Center, and I appreciate that very much. I wanted to keep this. Again, it's kind of hard to tell which ones I want to keep and which ones I want to give away, but this one was so special. I didn't have one of these Mark Spears covers, but this one was so special I had to toss it in the giveaway. So we got Mark Spears Monsters number 8. Okay, next one. This one isn't so special, but it's super cool. It's let's see, this one's from '84. Jem, the Son of Saturn, number 1. From '84, the newsstand variant. I know some of you collectors out there only go for the newsies. This is a great one. You know, maybe not a jewel for every single person, but it is a jewel nonetheless because it is a beautiful printed piece of work from 1984, a bygone era. My kids ask me about the 80s and the 90s constantly. And then they constantly also remind me that I was born in the 1900s. But that's okay, because all of us were. Maybe some of you weren't actually, now that I think about it. We're a little older than I expected, but here we go. Let's keep going. So next one, Batman number 706. I know there are just as many Batman fans out there as I am, and I don't think this is a key comic or a special comic in any way. Look at that cover. Are you kidding me? Look at that cover. Look, some people say it's dangerous to shop by the love of covers, but I am a designer. I'm a visual man. I love art, and a killer cover is always going to get me 100% of the time. Oh, this is good. Blood Orange IPA. We do blood orange out there in the Arizona desert. Sometimes I have to remind myself out here in Ohio what the blood orange actually tastes like. Okay, what's next? Marvel Comics, Darkhawk Annual number 2. Okay, this is getting special because now we're dipping into our magenta collection. As you see right here, my killer spinner rack. I don't know if you can tell because of the harsh light situation we got going on over here, but these are a selected collection of our magenta covers collection. So we collect magenta colored covers because magenta is, I don't know if you've noticed it, but it's something special to us. A little bit of the brand empowerment there. So dug into some of our personal collection, and we got Darkhawk Annual number 2 from 1993, and this one is polybagged, and I believe it comes with a trading card in the back. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but you can quote me that it is a newsstand. So this one is pretty awesome, and also from our personal collection. Next, since we're in the magenta realm, this is a comic book that I think was one of the sleeper hits of 2022. King Ghidorah from Scout Comics, Hungry Like a Monster. This is a one-shot, and this book should be celebrated. It is incredible, vibrant artwork, but there are no words in this comic book. So it's completely visual. It tells a story in a completely visual way. And I don't think this comic book got nearly enough credit in 2022 that it deserved, so it's going to you. I'm putting it in here, and somebody is going to get that, and they are going to crack it open. They're going to read it from cover to cover, and they're going to be like, Blackwater Market Comics and Coffee was right. That book was awesome. And actually, the person who ends up getting that book, I want you to reach out to me and tell me what you thought about it, because it is a killer comic book. Okay, we've got 2 more. Now we're getting down to some real special stuff. So all of you comic book collectors out there have somebody in their life, whether it's a neighbor, a family friend, or their own child, who is young and excited about visual things that they see and color, and we want to get them to read more comics. This is coming with you so that you can give it away to somebody who deserves it. There is a kid out there who needs some sort of upgrade to their life, and this is it. This comic book was made by the nonprofit Comic Books for Kids based out of Illinois. And Mark Weiss, the president of Comic Books for Kids, is an amazing man. What they do is they gather back issues and backlog from comic book shops, and they gather donations from all over the nation, and they take those comic books and they bring them to children who are sick in the hospitals, who can't get out, who don't have access to this kind of stuff. They bring it in truckloads to kids who deserve it. And it is anybody who has read a comic book knows that this is the gateway. Once you get caught on one comic book, you want another, and then you want another, and you want another. So this one is coming to you. And I'm going to get to the other things in just a minute. I've got one more comic book that I want to talk about. Now this one is an actual personal from me. This is 100% personal. This comic book, I said I would probably never sell on bwmcomics.com because this comic book came from 1989 and is the comic book that sort of tilted my world in, I don't know what, 7th grade. But this book is Shred #2, and it's a black and white independent CFW publisher, not around anymore, just a really small publishing company. But this is the best skateboarding comic you will ever see. Vigilante Shred, who rolls with a zipper skeleton mask, metallic spiked shin guards, and just tears. Look at that board with the metal pointed rim. This thing, I would draw this on my folders nonstop. So this comic is, I opened my heart, dug in there, and pulled this comic book out for you guys. So one person is going to get to win this one. Now I'm going to go through just a couple more, and then we're going to get to it, okay? I just have a couple more things that I want to show you because I'm trying to pack as much as I can into this for you guys. But I told you about the coffee. I told you about the coffee cups. Now I'm going to infect your world with all of the Arizona punk rock music that you never ever wanted. I've got a classic Authority Zero DVD here. If you have a DVD player, here you go. There's a free music DVD that captures a little bit of the Arizona punk rock band Authority Zero. I've got, of course, my old band's CD, the West End Crooks. You get that one, naturally. And then you've got Arizona Punk Rock Compilation Mecca. You've got AZ Punk Comp Volume 2. You've got AZ Punk Comp Volume 3. AZ Punk Comp Volume 4. AZ Punk Comp Volume 5 with a little naked Queen Kiki on the cover. And if y'all don't know who Queen Kiki is, she's the beauty behind the camera. She's the one who runs the comic book and coffee shop. Say hi, bye.
Hola.
All right, so, and then last but not least, you're going to get azpunk.com Volume 6. Now, what we did with these is every album that we created, we tried to pack as much music on there as possible. It's punk rock music, so we tried to get it as quick and to the point as possible, which allowed us to pack as many bands as possible. And I think in this collection right here, there's something like maybe approaching 200 songs. So we've got all kinds of Arizona punk rock music you've never ever heard before. And that's one of the things about BWM Comics. We try to offer things that's not out there in the world, things that we've gathered from our lives. I've also got tons of stickers here. You get to see some of these. We've got some tarot cards from Dash Comics for The Reckoning. These are some promotional tarot cards that were awesome. Those were made for Dash Comics The Reckoning. Got some preview ash cans. We've got some must-haves for the Fantastic Four. Just got all kinds of stuff. It's much stuff that we can pack in the one thing. We're gonna do it, and so I think that's everything. And I think it's probably time that we turn this computer around and find out who is going to win all of this cool stuff. Now, let me make a little room here, and I'll turn this around and I'll show you how I got this set up. Now, of course, I want to be as transparent and thorough as possible. So I'm going to cruise around over here. I've got our favorite, what is this? This is the Wheel of Names, right? And I actually just found out that you can put your own graphic in there. But so if you look at this, we've got 85 right here. We've got 85 entries. I gave every single person who entered an extra entry. So what I'm going to do now is, so now that we've got all of these entries in, I'm going to shuffle them up. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle them up so that fate is in charge. If I had a Two-Face coin, I'd flip it right now. But here, check it out. We gotta watch this. So make sure it's transparent. Okay, I'm going to shuffle this 7 times, right? Because 7's my lucky number. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, I'm going to press it. You guys all ready? Here we go. Click spin. Oh, who's it going to be? Here, get closer. Who's it going to be? Oh, Demarius Gray. Here, can you take a photo of that?
I don't know.
I'll take a photo of it later. That's all right. I'll take a photo of it later. Demarius Gray, congratulations, my friend. You won all of this stuff in our iGrams giveaway. I'm so happy for you, and I will get this stuff packed up for you as soon as possible. We'll probably get it out to you, I'm going to say maybe tomorrow. I'll try to do it tomorrow. If not, definitely on Monday. But we will get this out to you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you guys for participating in this. We don't do this very often. I don't get up on the camera very often, but I am so appreciative of you guys and all your support. Go to bwmcomics.com, take a little time, spend some time, and get accustomed to the kind of atmosphere that we want to build in a brick and mortar shop someday, maybe in Mansfield, Ohio, somewhere. But at least you can catch us on bwmcomics.com at any time, 24 hours, day and night. Join us on the social networks, and thank you guys again. Always comics, always coffee. Thanks, guys.